This is Jack, and I'm here today to speak about knowledge being useless. Now, what is knowledge exactly? And what do I mean when I say that knowledge is useless? Well, it is quite simple, actually. Have a look. Human beings obtain extensive amounts of information during the day, when they read books, when they go to school, go to university, apply for a new job. It's all learning, obtaining information within the mind, which you kind of place together when you understand it. When you understand the knowledge that the other person is conveying to you, then you go, aha, I understand. But then from that perspective, that's where it ends. It never goes to the phase where human beings actually live words as one with themselves. What do I mean? For instance, when I say, I'm expression, what does that mean? How do you live that? How do you apply that in your daily life? How do you become that? How do you experience that with other beings in your world? Has anyone ever looked at something in terms of knowledge being lived? Because this whole world is constructed of only obtaining knowledge that others convey, whether here in our world already or those that have gone before us, but never actually lived, living words. So, how is knowledge then useless? For instance, everyone obtains information within their mind, okay, conveyed through other beings, through books, through education, through past, whatever method you obtain information through, which is, when does it become knowledge? It becomes knowledge when you understand that information being conveyed to you. Then it's knowledge, and it's just knowledge. In that, aha, I understand moment, you integrate the knowledge, because now it's become part of you. But human beings don't live it at all. That's why knowledge is literally useless. If you, for instance, merely read stuff, merely watch videos, read books, multiple amounts of information that apparently now assists you, okay, but you only read it and do nothing with it in any way whatsoever. Do not implement it in your world and in which you live the information or live the knowledge, live the words as one with you, becoming the living word. It's absolutely useless. And you know what's going to happen is the following. It is interesting. Let's say you read something or you watch something that you find you're able to see relates to your world. You go, aha, I see I'm doing that there, and I see how it works. But in that moment, you don't do anything with it. You know what's going to happen? Your world is going to actually start falling apart. Your world is going to seem unstable. Your world is going to seem, you have no control over your world. Why? It is simple. You've got knowledge. You've become aware of a certain point. If you become aware of a certain point through realizing knowledge and understanding knowledge, and you don't do anything with it, your world's going to seem like it fall apart because you've become aware of your world in that point. But if you don't stand up in that point and live that point as one with you, your world's going to continue falling apart. Because that's how you assist you. Realizing that if I don't put this knowledge that I've become aware of into application, my world will start falling apart. Because usually your world seemed fine. Your world seemed in control. Your world seemed stable. So you got to a point where you realized, but your world and what you perceive it to be was not real. From the perspective that you defined yourself according to your world, but how is it possible? Now you've realized this definition, that you've defined yourself according to your world. But if you don't put that realization into application, meaning actually apply yourself and not defining yourself according to anything in your world, everything of your world to which you've defined yourself is going to literally start falling apart. So, you've got two ways to walk this process, which is simple. First way is, when you see knowledge and information being shared to you, you apply that knowledge and information in your world, which you live. Within that, you direct your world as you. Or, the other option is, you merely take in the information, sit back, don't do anything with it, continue during your day, while your world will fall apart. Then you have to go through all the emotional turmoils and breakdowns and angers and judgments and blames and fears. And then only after that, you go, oh, I see. I define myself according to my world. That's why my world is falling apart. Now I will stand up. You've got two ways, the easy way or the hard way. Easy way, you actually live and apply words as one with you, making sure that you don't just take in knowledge and information and you remain the same in your world, because your world won't be the same. In that awareness, your world will change. But in the application of that awareness, you will direct your world. It's quite simple. So, that's why I say knowledge is useless from a perspective of it will actually more damage your world than anything else. And you'll start seeing it. And if you live words as one with you, apply it in your world, test it for yourself, different story. Doesn't mean your world will still not fall apart. It will, of course, because you're changing, so your world will change. But what I'm saying is that you'll be stable, you'll be directive, you'll be able to stand no matter what happens, because you'll understand the changes that occurs. And the other one, where you don't apply knowledge and information, your world will fall apart and you won't know why the fuck it's happening. Okay, so this is Jack. Thank you very much.